in here under advertising, we've got early reviewer program giveaway, Prime exclusive. We don't have campaign manager at the moment.
Yep, so we're waiting on campaign manager before we can do that. But in terms of, we've started to, in the US, as a standard, use the early reviewer program. Yeah? So that's $60 for 5 reviews. But in terms of Australia, somebody asked about
Oh, you can only do the early reviewer program if you're trademarked.
Oh, that's right. Yes, that's right. So we were talking about the lean and mean, slightly cheats launch strategy that we have deployed at times. We do have a number of products and we can be a bit stingy with them sometimes. I think it's probably fair to say. Some of our products are low cost, and so we have, basically, we're either launching or, relaunching pretty well all the time. And so one of our things, I suppose, Neil's is the 5 to 10 reviews. I must admit we have launched on 3 reviews, plus we make sure that we get the Kibli emails set up before we go anywhere near a launch. We set up PPC Auto, and we look at probably initially 3 campaigns. The PPC Auto, we love PPC. You do the PPC Auto, we do an exact plus negative search terms. So they're the search terms that are completely, if somebody puts in a keyword and it's an associated keyword, but it's clearly not the product, not your product, build a comprehensive list of negative keywords and your exact keyword initially, and then we also do a misspells keyword list. So we start with that whilst the auto is going on, and then go back and review the auto in 2 weeks. Don't forget, we have forgotten.
Yes, and we've left the auto running and spent an absolute fortune.
You don't leave the auto on. And so diarise going back to review it, and then go back and do what Neil's strategy is with the 5 reviews, with the 5 campaigns. And that was documented. I can't remember which, it was quite a few weeks ago. Neil went pretty solidly through the 5 campaign strategy that he pursues. In terms of Google versus Facebook, it's a little bit important to consider what your product is. Is it the kind of product that people are going to be searching on Google, or is it something that's going to be more, found through interruption marketing, which is your Facebook strategy? So you really need to be clear about how you're planning to reach the market and which platform is going to be best for your product. I don't think it's all things for all products. So assess the viability, because you can build up some costs associated with running those campaigns, and you do want to keep it reasonably priced so that you can keep your campaigns going when you need to, or kick into your campaigns when you need to. You don't want to just run out of money at the beginning. People ask whether you go direct to listing. If you've got a low-cost product, we have been. The double click is a bit of a can be a hindrance. So, and the landing page, lead pages, get response, or on your website, there's a range of different ways you can do a landing page. But we have done the direct to listing for the low cost strategy for that. What I see a lot on the Facebook page is people saying, I've done the launch and I'm not getting a response. Amazon is training you, and you've got to train Amazon. It's the algorithm gives you a run and then it dumps you. It gives you a run and then it pulls away again. So you've got to understand that it's a long-term play, and you've got to train the algorithm to like you. You like your product, you know. So keeping the PPC going, you don't throw an enormous amount at it, but just keeping it enough so that and keep working at it, and then at times driving the external traffic as you can afford, is a bit the way we've worked it. And in the lead up to Christmas, we're definitely running the PPC on our products, a month before Prime, and so that we're ready for Prime.
To give it a chance to build up.
That it's had a good chance to build up, and then Prime we start to get recognised. As for the coupon codes, we use them sometimes, not always. We can be a bit stingy on that front. And so you can do this leanly. You don't have to throw an enormous amount at it, but you also, depends on whether you've chosen a completely competitive category and your product has a point of difference, which our products tend to.
Hey, thanks so much for watching that video, and I hope that you got some massive value from it. Before you go, do you live in Australia? If you do, this is for you. Would you like to learn how to sell things on Amazon here in Australia? Would you like to know what sells really, really well and what sells for the maximum amount of profit? Would you like to know where you can source those products from, whether that be in China or here in Australia, and how to source them so you pay bottom dollar and get maximum value for what you're doing? If you do, please subscribe to my channel and like this video, and you'll learn that and much more. It's the exact same information that people like Jeff from New South Wales have used to make $45,000 a month on Amazon, that Sue, who's from the sunny coast, has used to purchase herself a brand spankly BMW every single year as a result of her e-commerce business, and the lovely Kate from Bowral in New South Wales has used to make $32,000 a year on a month, not a year, a month on Amazon, and indeed Anthony, who makes $15,000 a month on Amazon, selling, as he puts it, odds and sods. If you'd like to learn the exact same information that they use to maximize their profits for their Amazon businesses, subscribe to this video, like my channel, post below if you want me to teach you something. Okay, I'm out of here. Speak to you soon. Bye. Subscribe. Do it now.